Welcome to the Mastercam 2018 MilEssentials video training series tutorial number 6. In this tutorial, we will create the 2D CAD model used to generate toolpaths from. Geometry creation commands such as rectangle, circle center point, line endpoints, and line parallel will be used. We will also learn how to clean up the geometry using trimming functions. We will select a machine definition and set up the stock. A 2D high-speed dynamic mill toolpath will be created to remove the material outside of the step. A 2D high-speed area mill toolpath will be created to machine the step. A 2D high-speed blend mill toolpath will be created to machine the semi-arc shape pocket. Two 2D high-speed peel mill toolpaths will be created to machine the two slots. Backplot will be used to simulate a step-by-step process of the tool's movements. Verify will be used to watch a tool machine a part out of a solid model. We will then post-process the file to obtain an NC file containing the necessary code for the machine. First, we will create two rectangles. Click on the Wireframe tab and select Rectangle. Select the origin, or next to Auto Cursor, select Origin. Sketch a point to the right of the origin and below it. Change the width to 5.5 inches and the height to -3 inches and press Enter. Then press OK and create new operation. Click on the fast point icon and enter the coordinates 0.25, -0.25 and press Enter. Enter the width as 5 inches and the height as -2.5 inches and press Enter. Then press OK to exit the command. In this step, we will create circles and an arc tangent to the circles. Click on Circle Center Point. Enter the radius as 0.375 and press Enter. Then select the midpoint of the inner rectangle bottom line. Press OK and create new operation. Change the radius to 1.75 and press Enter. Select the midpoint again. Press OK and create new operation. Enter the radius as 0.625 and press Enter. Then select the midpoint. Then press OK to exit the command. Click on Arc Tangent. Ensure method is set to arc1entity and set the radius to 1.441 and press Enter. Select this arc. Mastercam will generate all possible results based on the parameters. Select this arc. Then press OK to exit the command. Now we will trim the arcs. Trim to Point trims an entity to a point or any defined position in the graphics window. If the point you enter does not lie on the selected entity, Mastercam calculates the closest position on the entity and trims the entity to that point. Select Trim Break Extend. Ensure type is set to trim and enable Trim to Point. Select this arc here, then select this point. Select this arc, and then select this intersection. Select this arc, and select this point. Then change the method to Trim Two Entities. select this entity, then select this entity. Then change the method to divide delete, and delete this line here. Then press OK to exit the command. Now we will create a line parallel. Select Line Parallel. Then select this line. Select a point up here and enter the offset distance as 0.25 inches and press enter. Then press OK to exit the command. Now we will chamfer the two corners of the part. Select Chamfer Entities. Ensure method is set to 1 distance and the distance is set to 1. Also make sure Trim Entities is enabled. Select the vertical line and then select this line. Select this line again and then select this vertical line. Then press OK to exit the command. Next, we will create polar lines. Click on Line Endpoints. Select the midpoint here. Sketch the line at any angle through this line. Change the length to 1.25 inches and change the angle to -45 degrees and press enter. Then press OK and create new operation. Select this line at the midpoint and sketch it through this arc. Change the length to 1.25 inches and the angle to 270 minus 45 degrees and press enter. Then press OK to exit the command. Now we will create two lines parallel on both sides. Select Line Parallel and select this line. Input an offset distance of 0.25 inches and change the direction to both sides. Press OK and create new operation and select this line. Repeat the process, 0.25 inches offset distance, both sides. Then press OK to exit the command. Now we will delete these two construction lines. Select the lines and press Delete on your keyboard. We will now trim the entities. Select Trim Break Extend and set the method to trim one entity. Select the first line here, then select this arc. Repeat the process for each of the 4 lines. Select the arc and then select this line. Change the method to trim 2 entities. Select this line, then select this arc. Press OK to exit the command. Now save your file.